everyone, and this is going to be take 2 of me and Shadow versus computers. This time, however, we're going to cheat. So we're just going to go straight to a custom game, and oh, that's what's going on. We need a 4-player map. Let's see. It's a good map. Metalopolis, that's a good map always. Almost always.
That depends what you're playing as.
Well, it might be a little imbalanced, but it is still a very nice map. It's been here since beta. And I think even the alpha.
Now let's show them what the terrain is. Well,
actually, that does look a little modified around the streets. Whatever. You said Terran. I don't know why I'm Protoss. Actually, I still need to show them a bit of Zerg, so we'll do double Terran and Zerg. And, let's make it easy, so it's actually somewhat of a challenge. We shall defeat the easy AI. A little more menacing than very easy AI. Which, if you actually watch my video on YouTube, Shadow, I know you did, you will know that they will come out with 2 Marines, and then I'll be like, Banelings, 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 Banelings. Okay, go watch that video. Alright, so Shadow. I didn't introduce you this time.
That's fine.
Okay.
At least you know I'm here.
Yes.
And it looks like we're on separate maps. Separate sides.
I was like, what are you doing? I've got you right here. Oh, I didn't actually set my hotkey for my hat tree, and I still didn't cheat you. Oh, good.
I bet you they're on my side.
Yeah, it's starting to look like it. And there goes his speedy SUV scout. Yeah, they're on your side.
Bloody.
So we know who's getting attacked first this time.
And it's Protoss.
Oh, interesting. Alright, well, my Overlord's on the way. You can send your SUV back. And my starting build is actually kind of terrible right now. This map, it should be fairly okay if we both expand, fast expand. Because the AI is going to attack like 3 Marines and give up halfway.
Who needs to fast expand? Besides, I don't have enough minerals.
Yeah, you're spending on all those stupid supply depots. I've got awesome Overlords.
I only have 1.
All that stupid supply depot. All I can do is burrow. Let them burrow.
This?
Yes, that. This is useful for Terran walling if they actually place it on the ramp right there instead of where it's going to be useless.
Like what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, it effectively makes it like a door/wall. Yeah. And I actually need some more drones and a spawning pool. I didn't mention this last game, but Overlords are kind of the equivalent of pylons, giving you more supply. Supply depots are, well, if you didn't catch on, they give you more supply as well. And, yeah, Overlords being supply and being able to move like that is part of one of the variants between Protoss, Terran, and Zerg, making Zerg very unique. So we've actually got a Cybercore and Forge going down already.
That's it?
Yeah. The Cybercore is actually already done. Forge is just finishing. I haven't actually been focusing on my build. That's not good.
Does it matter? It's uneasy.
True. Oh look, they've got a stalker.
Oh look, at least you don't have an immortal.
Yes.
Don't jinx us!
Oh, I need more overlords. Overlords also act like transports, the equivalent of the Protoss Warp Prism and Terra Medevac, with load. You actually have to research it at a hatchery lair hive, and in order to do that you need a lair first. In order to get a lair I need some gas.
Morphing to orbital command.
Seriously, you expanded all the way over there?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Because your natural is like right... Actually, let me ping it for you. Right there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh well, I guess that means that I'm gonna take gold next. Actually, I have enough minerals for that. Now I'm gonna do the ridiculous, stupid, fast double expand. Let's get an Evo chamber. I suppose I should get a roach horn, something for the effect of a guide. And queen. Need another queen. Need overlords. Seriously, is that still all they have? 2 zealots and a stalker?
Well, they're attacking. Or trying. Oh. Tell them about the mule.
Oh yes, the mule. Part of the orbital command which you morph after getting a barracks, I believe. This mule is kind of like a temporary worker that will mine minerals faster than SCVs for 50 energy from the orbital command. It looks like you have enough energy for another mule.
And don't forget the planetary fortress.
Oh no, my overlord is dying. And they're attacking. I hope you have a marine. Put them in the bunker. They'll actually survive.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, they actually... Seriously, a sentry with its tickle cannon got my overlord?
Oh look, they're retreating!
Already. Oh, and you almost got the stalker too. The mule is on timed life, so you want to use it wisely. Taking out a mule is like very downing for Terran. At least higher tier Terran. Planetary Fortress, do you? Yes, you do. Needs an engineering bay, which is right over here, and you're getting an infantry one. I should actually get something too. Oh, my greens are done. Shows how much I'm paying attention.
Yay!
Overlords, great.
And I bet you right away that you're ahead of me.
How much you want to bet?
$50.
Alright, I've got $50 then. And you're
I got 100.
Supply depot, I don't know why. Planetary Fortress. This is also a great defensive structure because you see where it does 40 damage. That can one-shot drones, zerglings, almost marines, and on top of that, it does splash damage and 2 attacks. That would actually take out quite a bit more. Also, the note that it has 1500 HP, 3 armor. That would make a zergling do like 2 damage. And on top of that, the engineering bay actually has somewhere where you can upgrade Terran building armor. That would give it like an effective 5 armor.
Yep.
And then Zerglings would do like no damage. Half the damage. Until I actually get like melee 1. Well, that's done. Let's get Burrow. Overlord movement, ventral sacks. Queens. Small larva. Let's get some roaches.
I used to be a Terran player, so...
But then you took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to. Alright, so we have our roach here.
Really? Only 2 drones at your gold?
I only just remembered I actually had that. And that's 3 drones.
3 drones.
Yeah. So we have our roach here, and you notice a strange icon here. Rapid regeneration. That is, let's get that one first. As soon as I get burrow, which should be just about done there, when this roach is burrowed and it has taken damage, it will be able to regenerate life very quickly. Oh, my overlords are over your expansion, that's why. This makes a roach a very effective harassment tool if used properly.
Time to really expand!
Let's see if we can attack my roach without killing it. I can't. So you see 70 HP, let's burrow. Oh man, look at that HP go. Let's unburrow. Now look at how quickly that generates. So yeah, burrow makes it go much faster. As soon as this upgrade is done, he will also be able to move while burrowed. This makes for a very effective strategy for the fact that you need some sort of a detector to actually see them burrowed. Let's get round armor, more larvae, infestation vid, hydralus den. I suppose we could get a spire. Return the minerals first.
Wait, you gonna expand anytime soon?
Maybe I should probably get some more drones first.
You should take that one of those expansion areas before I do.
Maybe. Oh no, they're attacking again. As you can see, these red dots, also on the minimap. It shows very well for those who are listening to RTS games. And look at that, being jerks and ignoring the bunker fire. And you actually left your supply depot down so they could just walk right on in.
Who need? So? These still were owned.
True. Okay, it looks like a movement is done for burrowing. Oh, and look at that, he's actually swimming. That is kind of amusing. And for those of you who are actually paying attention to such, how can you not see these yellow crystals and bug-like head popping out of the ground, especially when it's moving? So let's get some hydras, some more overlords, definitely more overlords, and...
Hey, Nuju, I got a question for you.
Yes?
How is it that I'm expanding faster than you, and I'm Terran, but you're supposed to be expanding faster than me because you're Zerg?
Well, there's a very simple explanation for that. Because I'm not actually paying attention right now, and I suck. I actually do need quite a bit more gas, too.
While I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and put down turrets, because I know they'll bring out air.
Eventually. So our spire here is kind of the equivalent of the Terran starport, Protoss gateway. The gateway, or not gateway, Stargate. Stargate I didn't actually show my Protoss guide thing. I know. But the spire here actually does have upgrades for air attack and armor. Similar with the evolution chamber here, except only 2 upgrades instead of 3. Let's see. We need some Festers, one of Vespane.
Tell them about the reactor. Terran reactor?
Alright. So as you can see here, the Terran reactor. This is able to allow 2 units to actually be trained at the same time.
Also increases the amount of units that can be trained.
At a time, the queue, yes. For any pro player, you shouldn't even need the queue. You should just have like 2 slots and that'll be it. The only thing is, though, that you can't train any unit other than Marines out of the barracks with an attached reactor. The barracks, however, can lift off and move and create another tech lab somewhere else. Oh, like the factory here. Shadow is going for siege tank and siege mode. As soon as that's done, we can take another look at that, because that is very useful. So let's get some... I do have Professor. Let's get some Mutas, Corruptor, and I'll need a Greater Spire when I have the gas. Hydros have roof spines, allowing them to have
That's
better
it.
range.
Yep,
Well,
they're
it is on
going.
easy. Oh look, they actually
You
have
have
Twilight
error.
Council. Some
Oh.
cool hooks here allows the banelings to actually roll, moving faster.
Tell them about the extra supply I can bring down. What I just did there.
Ah yes, as you see the supply depots look, oh, strange. And this one actually looks a little tidier. This one actually looks more like a strange house with jets inside.
Hey, they're attacking. Now they're retreating.
And look, they actually have Immortals too. And it looks like you did take out a soccer too. Alright, before we go into the supply depot, here we have a siege tank, actually sieging too. Before you siege that one, whatever. Alright, that works. 15 damage, 25 to armored with the 90mm cannons. 160? I thought it used to be 150. 1 armor and 7 range. That's kind of a bit of range. When they siege, they become immobile. Their attack takes longer to reload, but they now do 35 damage and 50 to armor. And Brood Wars used to be 75 general. Range 13. That would be able to shoot from this siege tank here, like all the way over to this dotted line. That is kind of a huge range. That's more than the siege tank can even see. Quickly, here we have the Hydralisk. Almost all ground units, I think, except for the Changeling, can burrow, so we're not going to show that. Only the Infestor and Roach can move well burrowed, though. Infestor doesn't even need to research move well burrowed. Hydralisk here has not really creepy. It has a ranged attack. So instead of just researching melee here, I actually need to evolve Missile for Hydralisks. But it can attack air and ground because of this range. Roach can't. And it looks like that Roach is actually yelling at me. Infestor here has fungal growth, which I can't actually target on my own guys. Let's get these overlords out here. There they go. Actually, let's keep one for later. Infested Terran, we can actually pop one out here. As you see, I have to lob it really high like basketball. And we have our Infested Terran. Similar with the Hydralisk, it can attack air and ground. It's just slower and doesn't actually cost minerals. It's just energy from the Infestor. It's also timed life.
Doop doo 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 doo.
I need sites. Get to work. And so you've already seen my Zerglings. Actually, there is another upgrade that I can get now. Adrenaline Glance.
Oh great, none of my expansion's being attacked.
That's okay, it was almost empty anyways.
Yeah. Oh well.
Actually, this is kind of a great moment to actually use my Infestors.
Show them the abilities.
Yes. Unfortunately, I won't be able to use Neural Parasite just yet. How is that doing?
They're going after your other
Overlords. 1 HP. And got it with Tickle Cannon.
Oh, despawed your expo.
That's okay. So we shall... there we go.
Oh, I'm going to
Fungal
go
growth.
ahead and show them the Helion.
Okay. So, oh, and they actually use Guardian Shield. Fungal growth can only be placed on enemy units, even though it is an AoE ability. What it does is it applies a damage over time effect when they're attacking again, and immobilizes them. So we fungal growth, they're stuck. Good game. Now my infestors are actually out of energy. Let's see if we can get some more. Oh, good. And the Hellion actually are there. Alright, let's get some guys in here.
Well, at least they know what the Helion is now.
Sort of. It is a fast unit. Oh, they have an observer.
Actually,
Broodlord.
it's replacing the Vulture.
From Broodlords, yes. Oh, they actually killed my hatchery. How rude. Alright, so we've got
Guys
some more.
are exhausted. Oh boy, Thors!
Thors, you say? Alright, so
Thors.
let's burrow my infestors for now. I'll go over here. They should have expanded by now, I hope, otherwise that would be really horrible. Mutalisks are the basic air unit from Broodlords even. As you can see them flying around there. They have a blade one. It does 9 damage. Now, although that doesn't seem like a lot of damage for such top tier units, tier 2, they actually do have an effect with the worm. It is a bounce effect. If Shadow were actually my enemy here, I could attack that missile turret, and the worm would actually bounce to the siege tank, and that would do like 6 damage. Or 5 damage rather. And then it would bounce to another siege tank, another nearby unit, doing an additional 2 damage. An additional 2 damage from them. Oh, and they're attacking.
That's right, come into my tank range.
Yes, now we shall watch the massacre. Oh, come on, seriously? Oh, cheap.
Okay, you nitwit.
They went to my expansion instead of your siege tanks. Let's
nitwits.
Let's get some Hydralisks.
And actually, it's time to show them the army of Marines.
That is a huge marine ball. Alright, so looks like they actually did expand here. Oh no! They have detectors. Alright, let's get my infestors over here.
Looks like I was too late.
Neural parasite the stalkers. Now we actually have them attacking each other. And my infestor can't actually do anything about that. Whatever. You've already seen fungal growth before. But now it's time for the Broodlord. I actually need more corruptors. Can you spare any gas?
Sure.
Thanks.
When I get that many, all I have is over 400. Sadly.
Why can't I? Oh, I was sitting around hotkey. So we have the Broodlord here, and you see there are 2 broodlings already following it. This is the equivalent of the Guardian with much more deadly results from Broodlords. Broodling Strike is quite similar to the Guardian, where it actually does some high and ranged damage from air to ground. The difference now is that it's got broodlings. When it attacks something, let's attack my hatchery there, it actually sends out broodlings, which now also seem to attack upon command too.
Okay.
And that's
time to show them the Banshee.
Okay.
Which
actually did
fun.
a surprising amount of damage to it, just 2. Alright, so we have Raven and 2 Banshees here, and an Observer. Probably observing those Banshees. So I would actually quickly run there. The Banshee has Cloak.
which I do not have researched, unfortunately.
And here we have auto turret, which is actually getting owned by a photon cannon already. I would actually place multiple turrets at once instead.
I don't have enough energy.
Alright. And I actually did see one strategy where multiple ravens were actually attacking. They placed auto turrets and point defense drones, which was actually quite an interesting technique. Reason being is because that would be so annoying.
Here's the Viking. Two Vikings.
Here they are. Vikings in this mode can only attack air. They are air, but they can also transform, as you just saw there, to ground, so that they can attack ground. And I think overall they do more damage in the air than they do in the ground. Allies are in combat.
Use some help here. Oh look, they attacked my expo and failed.
So we have two more corruptors over here. Shall morph these into brood lords. Let's get some more corruptors because brood lords are awesome. And I didn't actually show you the corruptors yet, except that the corruptors morph into brood lords.
Mineral field depleted.
So the broodling actually does 4 damage by default. And I think I have ground attack 1 melee, so that's going to be 5 damage. And they do that fairly quickly, so broodlings and broodlords generally is a fairly deadly combo. And it looks like the corruptors have a starting cooldown on corruption. Covers the target unit in Zerg slime, increasing the damage taken by 20% for 30 seconds.
Run, little people, run!
Of course. So if I were to actually use corruption on something, it would take quite a bit more damage from other units, particularly the broodlings. These guys only attack air. They kind of replaced the Devourer from Brood Wars, which was almost a pointless unit. It was a pointless unit. So let's morph these into Brood Lords. We don't need corruption. Shall we take a look at your Thors? Because Thor is here.
Indeed. In a second. As soon as I get my 20 or 2,500 250 mm strike cannons.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I see it researching there. Alright, so let's get our Brood Lords. They actually morphed kind of fast. Let's get these in position. We shall show you a demonstration of the Thor, and then we shall actually attack with my Brood Lords. Hopefully they won't have Void Rays or Phoenix to actually counter. And actually let's get some Zerglings. And a couple of Overlords for transport, because I did get that ventral sax. Actually, let's change the relay point down there.
Nice and quickly.
I see your siege tanks on the march. Oh, I see you're using that point defense drone with the auto turret. Very effective strategy. Could be very annoying, except I think you need more point defense drones.
And they do have Void Rays.
Yes, I saw that. No! My Brood Lords are completely unprepared for that.
I have my faking to save you, although it won't do much.
Yeah, that'll die in one hit. It's like
Oh.
a changeling. It's got 5 HP.
Oh, I have my battle cruiser to help you.
Oh yeah, that'll help, definitely. It has a Yamato cannon, which is actually... Well, if it was used properly, it would be very fun, because I think it does like 400 or 500 damage. Alright, let's morph some of these guys into banelings.
Okay,
And load
let's
up.
show them my Thors.
Alright. So as you can see, they actually do have Javelin Missile, which does 6 damage, 12 to light, and very few units are actually light while in the air. And they also have Thor's Hammer, by default 30 damage, and that Nexus fell very fast. That was because of the 250mm strike cannon that it has, which I believe uses the energy. And Phoenix are actually light. That's surprising. Alright, so we showed that. Now let's get our Brood Lords in here.
Come on down the ramp. I have a little special surprise for you.
So as you can see, that's already a lot of broodlings already just destroying that base. Let's drop our load here.
Here it
Set
comes.
banelings to attack buildings, which they actually do quite a bit more damage to buildings.
Beep, 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 beep. Got the Void Ray for you. When what you saw was a Seeker.
No, I don't think they actually did see. I should have actually been paying attention, sorry.
I used the Seeker.
Yes, the Seeker missile is very effective for groups of enemies, especially if they're slow. Because similar with the Reaver and Brood Wars, the Seeker has a limited time, and they will slowly actually march towards their target when they do actually get there, dealing massive amounts of damage. Oh
And
no,
the
I hit
swords
the wrong
also have
button! I
rockets,
just
if you
suicided all my
noticed.
banelings. That is something you probably never want to do. And this should be GG right here. There we go.